We're back live here on KJAG. We have a great guest joining us today here on the big broadcast, and they are a fabulous, fabulous group. Go ahead and give me a brief introduction on the band. Tell us how we find you guys on social media, everything.
How you doing? The new Bardots. I'm Wayne Oliveri.
I'm Gar Francis.
Johnny Rago.
Dan Sky at your service.
And we're here in the studio in the middle of New Jersey in an underground bunker somewhere in the Watchung Mountains, hidden from everyone, working on our new LP.
Super top secret
Our
location.
super top secret location. You guys can find us on Twitter at we the new Bardots, or you can find us on Instagram at the new Bardots, or Facebook the new Bardots. Any other outlet like iTunes, Amazon, and Pandora, we're also there too.
Fantastic, fantastic. So tell me a little bit about the group. How'd you guys get started as a group?
I don't remember.
Basically, we all knew each other from various groups. Gar, Francis, and myself. I'm one to talking. We knew each other since high school, basically, and we've been through the whole circle. We started, broke up. Dan Sky was in the band with me. Johnny Rago was in the band with me. And one day, about 2 years ago, Gar came up to me and said, "You know what, man? I'm just so sad that there's no rock and roll on major radio stations. Let's just get a rock and roll band. Straight ahead, no nonsense, no auto-tune. Rock and roll band together." And I said it was a great idea, and we did it. We started out about 2 years ago, and we're still rolling.
Awesome. We have got a great group of guests with us today. The new Bardots join us here on our broadcast, and so tell me a little bit about the New Jersey music scene.
Oh boy. It's probably the same all over the country right now. Just starting to open up a little bit down the shore area, and we're getting excited to play out live again.
Yeah, basically, in our state, one of the main venues for music is Asbury Park. It's located right on the beach near the ocean. You got the Stone Pony nightclub, which is the world famous. You got the Bruce sightings and the Bon Jovi and all that stuff. The Southside Johnny, that whole thing happened down in Asbury Park, and that's still rocking. That's well, because of like Gar said, because of the pandemic, it's kind of been dead, but now it's starting to come back to life. And slowly but surely, there's more gigs opening up. There's more national acts coming back.
Awesome. So we have got a great guest with us today. The new Bardots join us here on our big program, and these guys are amazing. They are from New Jersey. I have been to New Jersey, as I've always said, the one time, because I helped one of our photographers, Michael Nagy, move back to New Jersey. New Jersey's like a whole nother country, my friend.
Jersey's a weird state because most people that come to Jersey, they land at Newark Airport. And 99% of the time, they think that's what Jersey is. It's all industrial. But it's really a beautiful, beautiful state with miles and miles of beaches. Close to New York, close to Philadelphia, we have ski mountains. It is one of the most densely populated states, and you wouldn't want to. I wouldn't say we probably have the highest taxes of anywhere in the country, and that's one thing that scares a lot of people away. But other than that, we're all pretty much. Well, Dan, our bass player, is from Belgium, believe it or not, but he's been a Jersey boy for a long time.
Belgium?
Nookie is not from New Jersey.
How in the world did you go from Belgium to New Jersey?
Come on, Dan, that's you.
Basically, followed my parents here when I was a lad. So I've been here, since high school. But great place. It's really nice to be close to New York and Philadelphia. So there's a lot of music in our area. It's a pretty good concentration. Next to the West Coast, I would say it's one of the most opportune areas. And, that's why we've had the opportunity to run into Bon Jovi and things like that, because we're so close to the city.
It was a great music scene back in the day. There was clubs everywhere. We all played about 5-6 nights a week.
Shoot, I remember those days.
Yeah, the drinking age was 18, and there was a rock show on every corner 7 days a week. It wasn't just move a couple of tables and play your band. It was like full 24-foot trucks full of equipment, spotlights, fire, flash pods, sound men, roadies. It was almost like AAA baseball, but in the rock and roll scene.
And all the bands had all the equipment. They all had all that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, I know that one of the cool things I thought was great about New Jersey when I was there, although I think Michael is terribly younger than me, so he did not get the joke, but he took me to this place that was a bar/liquor store, and they were doing karaoke, and everybody was singing Bruce Springsteen songs, and I said, "Of course, only in New Jersey." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "It's a joke. We're in a bar in New Jersey. They're singing The Boss."
Yeah, I hear you. There was a rivalry at one point. The Northern Jersey guys in the musician world hated the Asbury Park scene with a passion. The further north you got, the more heavy rock there was.
Yeah.
And the further south you got was the Springsteen and the Southside Johnny stuff. So there was a kind of a clash of the titans, so to speak, back in, like, say, the 80s, I would say.
Yeah, pretty much the 80s.
Yeah, in the late 80s, early 90s, because I'm from up North Jersey. This is John, drummer. I'm from North Jersey, so I hooked up with a lot of the punk rockers and guys like that. So it was definitely a different scene. We did a lot of the New York stuff. We were North Jersey based, but we did a lot of our original stuff in the whole, Greenwich Village kind of thing where, Gar and Wayne also did that. But, yeah, that was definitely a different thing. It was almost like the Mason Dixon line of Jersey.
Yeah.
As far as, heavy stuff and that, more of the South Jersey stuff.
You got to remember, other bands came out of here too, like the Smithereens.
Yes. Yes, indeed. That is fantastic. Now, tell me a little bit about some of your musical heroes and influences that inspire your music.
Well, I'm personally old school, man. I'm old rock and roll. Like the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Queen, AC/DC, Aerosmith. That's me. I mean, I think Gar, a couple of these. I don't know what these guys are. We're all kind of like old school rock.
Yeah, I'm a very big Beatle fan, Johnny. I'm a very big Beatle fan. But I grew up on progressive rock, drumming-wise. That was kind of my heroes, aside from Ringo. But being, the bigger the better, back in the 70s and 80s, I used drum sets and stuff. So a lot of my rock heroes were guys that like overplayed, for lack of a better term. But it definitely trained me to become a much more solid rocker.
Yeah, now Johnny, if Johnny overplays, we throw things at him.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. It is the new Bardots. They join us today here on KJAGradio.com. And so what is the latest album and why should people go pick it up?
Right now we're doing singles. We're doing a bunch, like a single every 6 weeks. At the end of the year, we're going to put out an album. So I don't know.
Yeah, the albums, hopefully, we're shooting for August for the LP release.
Okay.
Sometime in early August, but in the meantime, we have a couple more singles that we're going to release from the album. We're in the studio today. We're finishing up on four new songs. It's funny because Gar comes down to rehearsal with ideas, and there's so many ideas that we don't know which one to pick from. So it was going to be an EP, and now it turned into an LP. Who knows? By the end of August, it might be a double LP. I don't know. But we just can't seem to stop writing, and so we got to like pull ourselves back and focus a little bit and get out. But it would probably be coming out towards the end of August. We have a working title that we're kind of proud of. You want to hear what it is?
Yes. Tell us all about it.
Johnny, you can relate this. It's called "Turn Your Head and Cough."
Come on, man.
Come on. Get it? Go to the doctor. Turn your head and cough.
That's fantastic. That is
Explain it,
fantastic.
it ain't funny.
So, tell me about some of the other bands you guys have played with in the area, and some of the different folks that you've helped you or you've helped along the way.
Well, the problem is we haven't played out in almost a year and a half because of the pandemic. So the last gig we played was actually with Squeeze. I don't know if you remember those guys.
Yep, yep.
We did a show with them, and then before that we headlined ourselves with the Stone Pony down in Asbury Park, and we were supposed to go to Italy and do some festival stuff, but that all got canceled due to the pandemic. You know, along the way we've all played with some major guys. I mean, you know, you name it, too long of a list, really. I mean, anywhere from Aerosmith to Billy Idol to, I don't know, Twisted Sister.
That's awesome.
Rolling
That's
Stones
awesome.
for a second there. You know, the usual Bon Jovi's, Southside Johnny's, and the Bruce Springsteen. And everybody's had a moment with those guys.
Well, before we let you guys go, I know you guys have a really great music video out there. Tell us a little bit about the music video.
It's called On Our Own. It just got released yesterday. It's our second single off the LP. Kind of influenced by a sitcom that's coming out that we wrote the theme song for, called On Our Own. It was the original submission for the theme song that we really liked, but they took the second one instead of this one, but we put it out anyway. And the video, it was Gar's idea, actually. We just wanted to do a performance video, but something that was just kind of like an avatar. What's the guy's name? The guy who shoots in black and white. I forget the photographer, but yeah, I forget his name. But yeah, so we kind of just called a friend of ours, Rich Hall, over and got our rehearsal studio and turned it into an all-white background and just went crazy shooting a whole bunch of different kind of angles and shots, and it's a lot of fast cuts, and it goes by real fast. The song's only 2 minutes and 33 seconds long, but it came out really good. It's a very simplistic video, but it gets the point across.
Does he have the song?
Do you have the On Our Own song there?
Yes, I do. We're going to play it here in a few moments.
Ah, well, how about that? Yeah, we like you already. Yeah. Woo!
So, tell me a little bit about the songwriting process and everything for this track.
Gar Francis is our main idea guy. He comes to rehearsal. It's real simple. He comes to rehearsal with about 1 billion ideas and starts playing them. And if something catches our attention, it's kind of like how you start a jam. Johnny Ray will play a beat, then Dan Sky starts playing the bass, and I just kind of bake some kind of melody and words. Sometimes Gar comes down with the melody, and it transitions from there into a song.
If it clicks, we go with it.
Yeah.
It's actually a really cool way to write for me, because I get a little artistic freedom, even though I'm not one of the main writers. It's very cool because it's very loose, and then they pick and choose, you know, how we arrange it and the parts that we like, and we just get along very well as musicians. Me and Dan, he's one of the best bass players I've worked with as far as feel and click. I really enjoy it, and it's just a great
You're
vibe.
listening to our drummer, by the way.
Oh, sorry, that's all right. And it's just a great vibe, and it's really easy, and it's very loose, and I think that's what makes the song so good, is that there's not a lot of, you know, thinking. It's just a lot of playing. And I think that's it. Yeah, organic, thanks, Dan. That's kind of it. So I enjoy the process very much.
It's a very good engine room that we have. A good foundation.
That's
And if it
tremendous.
clicks, we run with it.
You know, the cool part is Dan Sky, our bass player, actually owns a really top-notch recording studio. So we have the advantage to, get the ideas together, and just instead of a rehearsal, we'll come to the studio and put down the ideas. And we're very lucky that way. We want to thank Dan publicly for that, by the way.
Oh, man.
Skylab Studios in Roosevelt, New Jersey, in case anybody needs a studio.
Professor Dan.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm going to see if I can get you guys hooked up with Nagy, because he's out there in New Jersey. I think he would love to interview you guys at the studio at some point or another for his YouTube channel.
Oh, that'd be great. We'd love to do it. No problem.
Well, we're going to play On Our Own, and I appreciate you guys joining us today. Thanks for coming on the broadcast.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Definitely. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
You too, man. Keep rocking.
Appreciate it, guys. There they go, the new Bardots. I guess I got to give them their masks back. Hell of a deal. Quite the deal. That's the new Bardots. Thanks for joining us today here on KJAGradio.com.